Welcome to Shree Magical Story. The sunlit meadow went dark in a fraction of a second. A massive shadow swallowed the tall grass, and right in the center of it, a tiny tortoise named Tiko stood entirely frozen. Back in the safety of Greenwood Forest, Tiko lived a quiet life. He was small and he was very slow, but he was known for having the kindest heart by the mossy river. His mother, Mama Tortoise, told him his golden shell was his absolute greatest strength. Tiko would not politely, but he often looked at his own reflection in the water and wondered if a shell was really enough to keep him safe. He certainly didn't have the loud confidence of River Frog, whose entire survival strategy consisted of jumping straight into a bush and screaming at the top of his lungs. Tiko spent most days careful and quiet, preferring the shade to the open sun. To him, being slow wasn't just a physical trait, it was a reason to stay exactly where he was. Suddenly, chaos erupted. River Frog came flying backward out of his bush, yelling that the great eagle had arrived. In the blink of an eye, every animal in the forest scattered and vanished. Tiko found himself trapped out in the wide open meadow, with the safety of the trees a lifetime away. Above him, the dark shadow began to trace tighter and tighter circles, growing larger with every pass as the predator locked onto its target. The great eagle was preparing to strike. If you want to see how Tiko handles the pressure, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. With no one left to hide behind and nowhere to run, Tiko was left alone in the grass, watching the sky close in on him. The massive dark eagle tucked its wings tight against its body and dropped from the clouds in a terrifying high-speed dive. Out of nowhere, a burst of glowing golden sparkles appeared. It was Luna the butterfly, shouting an urgent command for Tiko to pull into his shell. The eagle's sharp talons slammed into Tiko with incredible force, but they bounced right off the hard golden surface of his shell. The great bird recoiled in midair, shaking its claws and looking down in utter confusion at the rock that had just refused to break. From the safety of a distant bush, River Frog's jaw hit the floor as he watched Tiko survive a hit that should have been the end of the story. Tiko was safe for the moment, but he was pinned down. He was alive, but still a target, waiting for the eagle to try something new. Luna floated down with a plan. Tiko needed to reach the muddy riverbank. If he could get there, he could blend into the earth and disappear. Tiko whispered back from inside his shell, his voice shaking. He was too terrified to move, too scared to let go of his only protection. Luna said he didn't need to be fearless, just take one single step. This diagram shows why. Breaking initial stillness is the hardest part. Tiko moved 1 foot forward, and that tiny effort tipped the scales. That shaky step turned into a tumble, then a roll. Tiko picked up speed, barreling toward the water faster than ever before. By deciding to move just a few inches, Tiko traded his paralysis for a momentum that the eagle couldn't catch. Tiko splashed down perfectly into the soft mud of the riverbank. He settled into the brown earth and instantly vanished from the eagle's sight. The eagle circled once, then twice, looking for the golden shell that had suddenly disappeared. Frustrated and hungry, it finally turned and flew toward the distant mountains. Mama Tortoise found him a moment later. She helped a very muddy, very tired, but very proud Tiko back to his feet. River Frog waddled over, stared at the muddy tortoise for a long moment, and then dramatically fainted flat on his back. Tiko looked back at the meadow. He was still the same small tortoise, but he realized that the only thing that had truly been holding him back was the belief that he couldn't move. Luna fluttered above, leaving a trail of gold in the evening air. She whispered she always knew he could do it, and then disappeared into the fading light. Tiko's story reminds us that being brave isn't about how you feel. It's about the brave choice to take that first step, even when your heart is still pounding in your chest. Now, we want to hear from you. What if you saw shadow? What is your superpower? Who helped you be brave? Tell us in the comments. The greatest strength isn't found in a hard shell or a magic wings. It's found in the simple willingness to keep moving forward.